coffee, and it's weigh-in day. So much to tell you guys because I'm building my business at the same time, right? So I've got two alter egos going, and I've got lots of ahas from that. We're building them in my group right now, and oh, wow, I forgot how transformative just building an alter ego is. Like I'm already starting to act like her. My business alter ego, her name is Brookster, and she's the one that shows up like when I don't want to. And if you guys aren't familiar with alter ego concept, it's the hero's already within you. Like, who's the alter ego? Is it Clark Kent or is it Superman? Right? And the spoiler alert, the answer to that is Clark Kent is the alter ego, right? He goes and gets dressed up. So, like, the hero's already within us, already right inside. Excuse me. I am later than usual, so my eyes, you guys, just get really uh, allergy season here for me in Hawaii. So it's just been man, just trying to keep my eyes open. Like, because they start to hurt toward the end of the day a little bit, you know? And then I have a little bit of eczema breaking out right here, so we're going to touch that up a little. Um, but yeah, so every Friday I'm weighing in because I'm still on my weight loss goal, and I found one of the easiest ways for accountability and to share what I'm going through is to just go live and weigh in. So that's what we're doing here together. Um, share a little bit with you guys first about my week and how I'm kind of dancing around. I like to call it dancing with a decade when you're getting into a new weight range, right? Like we busted out the 290s, the 280s, 270s, like I'm right there to get to the 260s. And if you're new here, I'm like a weight loss pro. The last time I lost 120 pounds, 2018, 2019, and moved back here in 2023 to Hawaii, and just, whew, like everything just hit. And I kind of went back to playing small again. Went back to like the day job and the commute and all that shit. And the weight just kind of followed me back on. I know a lot of you out there be thinking excuses, but I did it live and I was sharing the entire time how I kept trying to adjust myself. And until I made the decision to like feed my soul, nothing worked. You know, it was like, it just put my head up against, it was like banging my head against the wall because I was sitting in my car 2.5 hours a day. Food here in Hawaii, you guys would be surprised. Have you guys been here? Anyone from Hawaii on the call? Drop me a chat. It's like you think you're going to come here and all the food's going to be healthy, and it's not. And it's really expensive, but even more than that, you really have to food prep, you know? So anyhow, you guys, all the excuses, right? Weight started following back on, and in October I was like just made this decision to hang on, I can't tell if I have to click this or not. So anyhow, you guys, I can't like, I'm gonna just cover up my little eczema I got going on here. I can't wear very much makeup because of my all my skin shit, but I have found that like this one, this Neutrogena Hydro Boost, it's really light and it gives me enough coverage for the red parts and doesn't seem to irritate me, so that's a miracle. Okay, we're going to take this with us in case it looks like shit under my light. Okay, you guys, so I got to fill you in on all the things. The alter ego, the, rotate device back. I didn't mean to rotate it this way, dudes. Okay, I got to put this down and share with you guys everything in going on because I am like, I feel like I'm at this weight right now that my body just kind of likes to She's just hanging out here for a hot second. And that's okay. No worries, right? But it's like I like to bust through to the next decade. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. And let me get my yoga cushion. There we go. Okay. I'm back. Oh, shit, that's bright. Oh, hang on. That's not going to work. Where are you guys from? You're pretty, not in a creepy way. Thanks, honey. Clanker. I don't know what that is, but yeah, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Okay, California. Hey, I'm out in Hawaii. So we're not too far. In my group right now, we're like multinational. And I've got to turn this down. Part of my eye issues are it being like so sensitive. But I hope you guys can see me. Can you see me okay still? We got to have good light. That's what they say. So this week, I've been in really... Clanker means I'm loved? Really? Aw. Thanks, Spooky Monk Prods. Love you too, buddy. So... You guys, this week I've been in high creation mode. Like I'm doing this alter ego building in my group, which is a ton of fun. So maybe we should talk about building your alter egos a little bit today. But also eye-opening for me in a lot of ways. I feel like I need to go back to Slayer a little bit. Slayer is my alter ego I built back when I was over 300 pounds back in 2018. I got up to like 330 or something, you guys. I don't know, it just... Like my thing my whole life, my struggle, and I do have this struggle channel in my human design, which is really interesting because people with that channel, we like learn, we find our life purpose through this struggle, right? So, what was I telling you guys? Oh, so back in 2018 when I was just so heavy, I couldn't imagine being 155 Addie. Right? And I couldn't imagine being in that body. And I had lowered that weight actually. It was 179 was my Weight Watcher goal weight, and then I hit it and I had ended up lowering it more, but I look back at pictures and I'm like, I'm good at 179. You can't hear me? Oh no. Uh-oh. Why can't you hear me? You can now? You can hear me okay? You couldn't hear me that whole time? Lorelei? You could hear parts of it, but not all of it, huh? But I'm good? Okay. All right, you guys. So... losing weight. So back in 2018, I couldn't imagine. So I built this badass alter ego who like slayed goals. And her name was Slayer. Like, we had a sword and leather and everything, you guys. My kids thought I was nuts. But mind you, they still call me Slayer to today. Everybody calls me Slayer. Hi! Hi, Therian. How are you? Welcome, you guys. So have you guys heard of building an alter ego? And I might have alerted this at the beginning of the live, but who's the alter ego, you guys? Guess right here. Superman or Clark Kent? Who's the alter ego? Drop it in the chat, you guys. So I built this Slayer, right? I was like, and then it became, what would Slayer do? You know? Oh, if you guessed, Anna, I can't, it's not translating it. I see a smiley face. Whew. Whew. Oh, that's hot. Okay. So, yeah, Slayer's a cool name, right? Except I didn't realize I was going to be sharing a hashtag. Well, I should have realized with like an 80s heavy metal band, right? Like, duh. Of course I was. Oh, like dumbass Addie. So... but it's stuck. You can't change it. Like at one point on my big, because weight loss, I think if you do it in a way where you're creating space for yourself and your mind and you're starting to understand, and it's your deeper dive, it's like your that path to within yourself. Any struggle in your life is, right? And if you get still enough, long enough to hear what your true authentic self is and what you want, the things you want to do, and that you dare to hear, if you dare to allow yourself to step into this, it really unlocks that heroic self and what you're meant here to do. All right, hang on, you guys. We gotta get this fan off me because it's killing my eyes. You know, I read some thing about that this week about having fans on you. Like, I know it's bad, like you're breathing in stuff, but also that it's bad for your eyes because it brings dust and everything. And I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense because I have to sleep with the fan on because I'm too hot in this room. Anyhow, okay, so we're back. Oh, I should have weighed in while I was up. Okay, we'll weigh in a minute. So I built Slayer, and then it became, what it does for you guys is it not only gets you in touch with your heroic self, but you become like, it gives you this third party perspective. Like, this badass version of you, what would she do in this moment, right? And it became like, what would Slayer do? What would Slayer do? And this week, as I've been building Brookster, who is my business alter ego, and she's the one that, her core values, because we are all the values, right? And Brookster's core values are being how should I say it? She's minimalist. She's, everything's like, she doesn't have any decision, anything taking her brain fog away, like having clutter around. All of that stuff pulls from our brains, right? So she is very clean, minimalist, decisive, organized, all of these things that I know I have within me, right? We all have all things, but I want to bring those out more. Just like Slayer can sit in any friggin' emotion on the planet. She's a baddie. She's like, yeah, whatever, dudes. You guys, you didn't guess who the alter ego is. I already told you though. So, yes, Lorelei, what's your goal? Do you have a goal you're working on? I know not everyone that finds me is weight loss, and it's funny, my group has become a bunch, we're a lot of entrepreneurs and weight loss people. So, but those of us that are entrepreneurs are more excited about the entrepreneurial goal. So weight loss too. Yeah, so Lorelei, this is part of what I do to keep myself accountable on the weight loss goal, right? It's like showing up and saying, okay, you guys, here's the deal this week. Like, let's look at my planner here. So I make a 90-day plan every week, and I'm getting ready to open this group that we do this together. But let me find my 90-day plan in here. Usually I have it bookmarked. So this was quarter one that I lost 20 pounds. And this whole work is me going to my future self. I already have my alter ego Slayer that's helping me bridge the gap between where I'm at, right? I was 292 when I weighed in at the new year. I was like, how did that happen? And I was like, Slayer, as fast as that went on, it can come off, right? Because we all get in this, it's got to be tomorrow type thing, where if we just play the long game, if you just take little bits and pieces, you know, you do that too, the 90-day plan. 90-day plans are game changers, man. My first 90-day plan that I like sat myself down and I'm like, you're not leaving this restaurant until you finish this plan. I had this little life coaching planner. This planner I made, it's a combination of all of the best stuff. Like this was 3 years of my self-discovery journey and everything that moved the needle. So it's like 20 little habits every morning. I write about my goals. I set my intentions. I write my food plan. I do a whole new thought mindset shift. I say, where am I going to get heart sing today? And then I do some like affirmation type thoughts. And then I pull a card. I mean, it's got everything, right? So I do this big 90-day plan, and then I set these smaller goals along the way, because you got to keep it bite-sized or it gets too overwhelming. If you're like, oh my God, I got 100 pounds to lose again. What the hell happened? Those kind of thoughts are never getting us there, right? And it's the same with business, right? Oh my God, I'm never making money. I'm never going to have a client. Like our brains will catastrophize everything. And especially to keep us safe. Our brains want to keep us safe eating all this shit, right? Burr, burr on the top. Burr, burr on the top. My top? My yoga under the palms top? I don't know what that means. Hi, Diana. How are you? Welcome. So it's weigh-in day. And also talking a little bit about building my business archetype and my business alter ego, Brookster, who is... she's the one. I decided her talisman, you guys. I put a little short on the channel that I thought was funny, but I don't know. I got some comments from some dudes saying they didn't need to see my gut, I guess. So I banned them. I'm like, you can go look at skinny chicks' guts all the time. You can look at my gut. Big effing deal, buddy. You're going to see more than that if you stay and watch me weigh in. So, you know, AI, I don't get naked. I have a swimsuit on. Make sure you show my video to my friends. So, Diana, do you have a goal? Are you a business goal, weight loss goal? So funny, but my room and my school community has become, we're like both in a lot of ways. Some people have already, but 80% of women in America anyway have been on 8 or more diets in the last year or something. The statistic is insane. It's just crazy. You know, so this isn't a diet. This is lifestyle, right? This is how Slayer lives her life. So once I solved for my life, like my soul being, I'm not going to say smushed anymore. I needed that experience I had those 2 years because I was on a healing journey with my skin and everything else, right? So I really needed that time to heal. I had so many great things came out of that time I went back to the job. But as soon as I made that shift, all of like putting Slayer back on, I just stepped into it, like making my lunch every day and making my huge salads and enjoying that time. What else has affected it? Movement, being able to get my movement in. Now, you guys have heard about the rains in Hawaii, right? And so it's been, our house isn't affected in our neighborhood, but the island's really struggling, right? And it just hasn't been nice to get to the pool and when my allergies are flared. So I've been actually getting on my treadmill. So I'm pretty friggin' proud of that, man, because that's a lot less fun than floating around the pool walking every day. You know what I mean? So we're going to weigh in today, but what I wanted to tell you was this was my 90-day plan. And every week you can see, most weeks I went down pretty steadily. A couple weeks I went up. But that's just a reminder that the journey isn't linear, right? But like having a goal, I think is so important because you're able to adjust on your path of getting somewhere. If we don't have a goal and we're saying we want something, determining your compass or how you're going to direct yourself to get there, let's be honest, it doesn't happen, right? It's easy to let yourself off the hook without a goal, period. It is, right? And since our brains want to keep us safe, that's a challenge, right? So because a lot of women our age are afraid of a number on a scale, and it's just data. And so I've started looking at Brookster like this, like with money, with sales of anything like that. It's just data, right? The outcome is what's important. And also the outcome meaning the transformations, like the energy I'm creating in the world with that, like my physical transformation, how great that's going to feel, the transformations of others as they build their alter egos, as they make their kick-ass 90-day plans, as they crack themselves open, like that stuff, that's like the intangible. And that is for sure what I want to measure, but you know, it's not easy to measure that. right? Like, so you measure numbers as much as possible, pick the data, because the data will show, like money, for example, in my business, oh, this is driving me nuts, will show how many people are being affected overall, right? And the scale's the same way. So I did a bridge plan. I did an April plan because we didn't do 90-day April 1st. We're doing it May 3rd when I opened my other group. And I did 30 days, 9 pounds. So our goal for the end of April is 265. And we're going to just see how close I am and how close I can get. Last week I was supposed to be 272 and I was up to 276. And then I swear to God, I got off this live and I went and I released at least 3 pounds, if you know what I'm saying. God, this hair. Hold on. Gotta fix that. Oh, there it is. Okay, I got it, you guys. I got it. Okay, so today, if we're anywhere near 270, 272, I'm stoked. 270 is right on target. And I should be busted in the 260s next week, which is very exciting. Do you guys that have been losing weight your entire life, or, you know, maybe you're on a weight loss journey now, I call this dancing with the decade, where like, it's really great when you're on that cusp. It's like, and then once you get over the cusp, you're like, all right, now I'm working on this one. I'm working on this one. Now you have to have a lot of weight to lose for that to even make sense. But, oh, should we draw a card today? I like to draw a card. Should we tap? No, that takes up too much of your precious time. You guys, if anyone's on this live and wants to tap, let me know. I'll pull a card. We can tap together. Okay. What do I need to know for my direction today? I do this every morning too in the planner for self-reflection. Let's see what we got. Stuck in the mud, the elephant. Which is funny, you guys. Did you see what I named this live? This live is called Am I Stuck? Ha! Which I don't really think I am, but chat thought it was a good hook. So here you are. If you got sucked in by the chat hook. It was like, no, let's talk about being stuck. People resonate with that. I'm like, yeah, we do, because that's how it feels when you're dancing with the decade. Like, you're like, get me out, right? Okay, you've been invited to stop and savor the wonder in life. Becoming stuck is sometimes the only way to trick yourself into slowing down and looking around you. This shit, you guys, is because I've been working like a little beast. And I feel like I haven't gotten out, and I'm so like Loch Ness pool addy, nature addy, and I've been feeling a little trapped. So I'm gonna have to brave my allergies and go take adventures. In fact, this is a sign you need to shift your focus away from what you're doing and place your attention elsewhere. Struggling will only get you to even muddier places. Now's the time to move forward, but to observe. Clarity about your circumstances will come later. Stop and find the joy in what you've been overlooking. Soon you'll be out of the mud, but for now, be still. So basically, seek joy, Slayer, and all the rest will appear. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna wait in and get about my day because we are doing an alter ego masterclass tomorrow. So this came about because I'm doing a 5-day challenge to build your alter ego, and granted, it's a lot. So I dripped it in day by day, and I thought, you know what, it'd be so much easier for everybody if they just show up for a couple hours on Saturday and we get her done together, like complete build out. So we're doing that Saturday, and then everybody that comes to that's going to walk away with their Brookster, their Slayer, that persona they don, their superhero heroic self, in when you need her. You know what I mean? In the moments that matter, the moments of impact, when you need her to show up, when the decision is between someone bringing you a donut and completing your fast for the day or something, right? Like, what would Slayer do in that moment? She doesn't even look at the donut, man. Sugar, that doesn't even enter Slayer's body, man. She's a prime machine. You know what I'm saying? All right, you guys, let's weigh in. Get you guys back to your day. If you're not in the group yet, you guys, you can come join in the Alter Ego Challenge. Women only, please. I know. Sorry, gents. All right, here we go. I got to get my scale. Can you see my scale okay? I think so. I got my swimsuit on, AI, so don't freak out on me. Okay. Take these off. They weigh a ton. Okay, I didn't weigh in yesterday. What? Hang on, I gotta stand up. Hell yeah. All right, I'm taking that, you guys. 273. So I'm not in the 260s yet, but I am so close. I'm so close. So next week, you guys, I'm going to bust through to that 260s. So how am I going to do that, do you say? I don't talk about food and all that a whole lot on here. I think I have a couple of videos, but on my podcast, I have a lot about my journey with flour and sugar and fasting and all of that. But for the most part, the sugar is out. So that's almost 3 pounds for the week because I was way up last week. So I'm not mad at that. But the flour and sugar is out pretty much for the most part. I mean, I've had some bread here and there. I think that's been the thing that's been creeping in. I've had bread here and there. And then I think I'm going to do a 36-hour fast this week, reset my dopamine receptors. And it just friggin' feels good. Any of you guys like intermittent fasting? Like I found fasting after I lost my weight, and I'm really on this healing journey for my skin and learning about autophagy and cell renewal and all the benefits of fasting. Friggin' game-changing shit. And I'm post-menopause, so I don't have to worry about it. Like, my daughter was intermittent fasting, and it just really, she struggles with her period and her hormones a lot. And so she just stopped altogether. But the science behind that, because you'll hear, oh, women shouldn't fast, that type of thing. But there are times of the month where our bodies go into, like, Dr. Mindy Pelz calls it the nurturing phase, where you really need to eat a lot and nurture. And that's when you crave the chocolate, you guys. That's your nurture phase, right? But it's really during this nurture phase, you should be eating like, the good carbs, like sweet potatoes, like lean into some squash, some like warmer, just nutrient dense, like carby food, right? Like you want more of that. And then she'll talk about going a little more ketogenic diet, which is like food wise, like what I'll eat the same thing every day, you guys. I swear to God. I do this cocoa yogurt bowl, and my cocoa yogurt doesn't have any sugar, any of that. It's just coconut yogurt, banana, berries, and I'll do cacao nibs and chia seeds. And then I will do like a big ass salad and meat. And that's pretty much it. But I'll throw like a whole shit ton of food. This came from learning about my gut health and my biome. This was much more my health journey than my weight loss journey. But it was so easy to like step back into that alter ego when I had my life going in the direction that Slayer could come out. It was like I wasn't addressing this other part of my life that wasn't working with Slayer, and I think I was trying to put my Slayer persona, my weight loss badass, into business, and she wasn't working. So I'm like, oh my God, I need to build like 5 alter egos. I need one for business, one for weight loss. But the thing about embodying an alter ego is I think it takes a little bit to truly embody her. You don't want to come out of the gate and make 5 alter egos. This is like in January when everyone picks 5 fucking habits to start and none of them stick because your brain can't do 5 habits. When you're resurrecting the hero inside, you can only pick so many hero traits, Yeah, that's my point, and I'm sticking to it. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me this week. And if you're not in my community, you want to build an alter ego, get your little ass in there. Have a big workshop tomorrow where we're going to get this shit done. So she'll be locked and loaded and ready to lose weight, build your business, whatever it is you want to do. It works for all the things. All right, you guys, I love you. And until next week, Slayer out. Brookster out. Brookster in the house. Now I got to marry both of these because that's what happened this week. Like I would have been down more, but me managing Brookster's energy and still doing all the self-care that Slayer was about. This is why she was Slayer. She set some friggin' boundaries around everything. Nope, me first. Nope, me first. Me first. Get out of my way. I'm walking first. I'm meditating first. I'm doing whatever. And I see myself letting some of that go a little bit for Brookster to take over. And I need to keep both of those. So that's what we're here for every Friday. This is me self-coaching myself, setting my intention. So this week, I am marrying Brookster and Slayer into my daily world. This is going to be fun. All right, you guys. I'll see you later. That's what my Weight Watcher teacher used to say, or leader, whatever her name was. Listen, we talk shit about Weight Watchers, but Weight Watchers taught me about making decisions, about the power of protein, about food choices, you know, and my family ate pretty healthy as far as like vegetables and stuff like that. I have friends that never ate vegetables. I'm like, what? Like that wasn't a problem, but we are all overweight. We all ate all this shit, and sweets and stuff like that was the big thing. So that taught me the power of those choices. And then when I read The Wheat Belly in 2011, it taught me the power of not having gluten in my body. Like, what did he say? 2 pieces of wheat bread reacts the same as a Snicker bar in your body, like as far as your insulin. And that line from that book changed my life in so many ways, because I was like, give me the effing Snicker bar. If I'm going to have the same reaction in my body, why am I going to eat the fake healthy bread? Give me the Snicker bar, dude. That's what that did. Yeah. But yeah, that was a part of my evolution. So, all right, you guys, until next week, I'm really hanging up this time. I'm the worst. All right, Slayer out.